Even in Medina, the slogans had stopped appealing to me. Everybody knows this isn't the Quran and Sunnah ala fahm salaf salih, it's an interpretation. What was the main cause? Very, very brutal honesty. It was my emotional attachment to my teachers. It was the fact that I couldn't imagine all of them are wrong. How is that possible? And I know their sincerity, and I can testify to their scholarship. These are the icons of Hanbali and Salafi Islam. And this was my biggest impediment. For years, you know something is wrong, it doesn't make sense. But you have an emotional attachment to people who have shaped you, whom you love. I still love. My PhD begins with Ibn Uthaymeen's name. My Salafism book begins with Ibn Uthaymeen's name. Because he impacted me in a way that words cannot describe. When I think about it, I start getting teary-eyed and emotional. Like, there's a deep impact that is beyond what he taught. I consider him to be a wali min awliya Allah Azza wa Jal. But it took me years to understand piety is not the same as having the correct opinion. This is the impediment that I had. They are, inshallah, and they were pious people, but other movements have the same emotional connection with their icons. And I know that doesn't make them right. Every time a major scholar dies of any movement, look at how the followers of the movement, they're in pain, they're crying, the accolades that come out, the Facebook posts, and you sense the iman and taqwa of the person who died. You sense the mahabba in the hearts of the awliya, and you know this must have been a righteous man. But the Salafi says, oh, but he's Deobandi. The Deobandi says, oh, but he's Barelvi. The Barelvi says, oh, but he's Ahli Hadith. And they don't realize piety transcends movement. Sincerity transcends labels. And what I now say, Allah rewards piety and sincerity, not labels. This gets me into a lot of trouble, but this is what I firmly preach and believe amongst the Ahli Hadith, amongst the Salafis, amongst the Barelvis, amongst the Deobandis, amongst the Jamaatis, amongst the Ikhwan. All of them, you have people that are going to be in Jannatul Firdaus. And they were icons of their movements. And they believed and subscribed to their theologies. And they taught their theologies. But Allah will not punish them for an innocent ijtihad. Rather, Allah will reward them for their iman and their taqwa. If I can understand that these movements will all, inshallah, be not just in Jannah, potentially in Firdaus, why do I want to create a living hell on earth with somebody, inshallah, I'm going to be with in Jannah?